Stan Romanek is wheeled out of the courtroom by a friend on Wednesday, April 24th, 2025, after the 8th Judicial District held a hearing in trial judge Susan Blanco's courtroom. The purpose of the hearing was listed on the docket as a revocation hearing, meaning that the judge and the prosecutor are trying to revoke Stan's probation. Mr. Romanek was supported at the hearing by numerous friends and family members who sat with him inside the courtroom and then filled the hallway after the short hearing was over. Because Stan is disabled and on a limited income, he applied for and was granted the use of an attorney through the Office of the Colorado State Public Defender. Public Defender Attorney Jacob Goldstein will represent Stan during this revocation process. If you have been following Stan Romanek's case out of concern for him as he fights to survive the multitudes of illnesses, triggered in part by bedbug bites he got inside the Larimer County Jail, or if you are following this case because you are outraged by the monstrous official corruption perpetrated by Brian Koopman, the Brady cop, Brady listed in 3 Colorado counties, terror with a badge, then you might be wondering if this sudden revocation is a result of the explosive evidence that has been released in the past few weeks, and perhaps due to the awkward publicity pointed at the district attorney's office and Loveland Police Department. If you missed the story over the past few weeks, here's a quick review. We learned that the 8th Judicial District Attorney's Office silently Brady listed Detective Brian Koopman 3 years ago in 2022, but the DA's office failed to notify Stan and his attorneys. Brady listed cops are considered exculpatory evidence, and that information is required to be provided to defendants. We only learned about Koopman's 2022 Brady List because in March of 2025, I filed a Criminal Justice Records Act request to obtain a list so that I could verify a record in a separate case. We learned that the prosecution's computer forensic expert found no evidence of child pornography, child sex abuse material, or CSAM, on Stan Romanek's computers during the raid at Stan's house. We learned that Stan Romanek's computer forensic expert testified under oath that someone with the initials BK inserted a USB drive into Mr. Romanek's computer 4 days after the computer was seized during Koopman's raid at Stan's house. We learned that after BK inserted his USB into Stan's computer, only then was child pornography CSAM found on Stan's computer. We learned that Stan Romanek was assaulted and that Loveland cop Henry Stuckey wrote in his report about the attack that the piece of fabric that Stan grabbed off the assailant matched the pocket of the Loveland Police Department police uniforms. We learned that Loveland cop Jeff Pyle swore under oath that a fellow officer refused to work with Brian Koopman because Koopman was known to be dishonest. On top of all that shocking evidence, Stan Romanek's Court of Appeals attorney just filed a stellar opening brief that clearly explains the mistakes that Judge Susan Blanco and Stan's trial attorneys Ted and Elizabeth McClintock made that robbed Stan Romanek of having effective attorneys during his trial. If you want to view or review the videos that are referenced in this video, containing all the explosive evidence, simply scroll through my Facebook page, YouTube channel, or on X, all of which can easily be found at Stacy Lynn Investigative Journalist. Stan's next hearing is scheduled for June 4th, 2025 at the Larimer County Justice Center in Fort Collins, Colorado. Updates and any changes to the date and time of the revocation hearing that is scheduled for June 4th will be posted on this page.